Hello, guys, and welcome back today. Um, as I told you, we were going to be back and we were going to continue contextualizing, taking it all the way back to the beginning. As we went to the LAPD commission today and exposed unthinkable admissions and that were made by a Scientology mother about full knowing about her kids being in clear and present danger. This also popped up for us that we wanted to share, which is L. Ron Hubbard's son speaking all the way back in the day, you guys. This is L. Ron Hubbard's own son. This information has been publicly available forever. And I thought the LAPD really needed to understand what the L. Ron Hubbard son was saying about their, lack of power over them.
True, but now this was written by my father, L. Ron Hubbard.
Okay, hold on. Let me actually change it from that speed normal. Okay, guys. So this is what L. Ron Hubbard's son is saying about his own father.
Scientology is a power and money game. The definition of life in Scientology, what is called, it's game. Life is a game, same as Monopoly.
Okay, so first, life is a game, it's a power game, it's just like Monopoly. So for all of you that are asking, like, why, Serge, why are you always making that mention of the game? It's an adult-only game at best. That's the only qualifying statement that we would add to L. Ron Hubbard's son, who actually is calling it what it is actually stating the facts of what it is, how it's pitched inside of the hotel. Everyone's playing a game like Monopoly. They're all finding out about the rules. They're all exchanging all manner of stuff. They're all gaining hierarchy, climbing up. This one climbed up. This one climbed down. This one's up statistic. This one's down statistic. This one was upgraded. That one was degraded. It's all a bunch of all of that nonsense inside of those hotels playing out. So
or playing gin rummy. It doesn't have all that much reality to it, which means that you can pretty well do as you please.
It doesn't have that much reality to it. So you can pretty much do as you please. Again, couldn't have said it better myself. Shout out to L. Ron Hubbard's son, who clocked his father. His father created a game that had complete no boundaries in reality, and it was an everything goes situationship for them. This is literally L. Ron Hubbard's own son clocking his own father, exposing him, reading him for the fraud and disgusting degenerate he was. I mean, let it really sink in, you guys.
Playing gin rummy. It doesn't have all that much reality to it, which means that you can pretty well do as you please. And one of the, my father always felt that he was above the law because he had created the law. He created whatever rules, regulations, and laws that he flew by. There was only one sin in Scientology, which was repeated to me at least a few thousand times, which is getting caught.
The only sin in Scientology is getting caught. Hear that, LAPD? The only sin for all of you that really want to be religious, get very religious. Get very religious right now. This is about to get extremely religious, LAPD. The only sin in Scientology is getting caught. I mean, if you still can't see it, then none of the LAPD people know how to investigate their way out of a literal paper bag. Because here's L1 Hubbard's own son telling the LAPD, the Clearwater Police Department, the only crime in Scientology is getting caught with the crime. Because what did Astra just tell us? That was a PR flap. Get it? PR flap, getting caught. Danny Masterson committed a sin in Scientology, the real sin. He got caught. He got caught. But they're still besties with him. Don't worry about it. He got caught, but you know what? Now it's if you destroy me, I'll destroy you situationship there. That's how it works. That's what Scientology is. For all the people that are still confused, I know it's never been said it clear, and we don't know. We haven't done our research. We need to go do our research. We already did your research for you. And here it is, more corroboration from the literal horse mouth. L. Ron Hubbard's son clocks his own daddy on his little disgusting game he made up.
Pretty well, do as you please. And one of the, my father always felt that he was above the law because he had created the law. He created whatever.
See? Above the law because they created it. In their delusional game, they go, oh, but we created. We cannot be the effect of that because we created it. I know, Amanda, right? Thank you. He was terrified of his father and his father's power. Sound familiar? Yeah, and I mean, I would say that, again, you guys, like, credit when credit is due. The son of L. Ron Hubbard clocked L. Ron Hubbard. What he just said here, the fact that no one pulled the string on this, right? Well, wait a minute. What do you mean your father said he created the law? Wait, what? Imagine being a Scientology attorney and you don't know that your client, it's so delulu that they go, oh, we created the law. We created it because we're thetans. We're floating and creating things up in the ether of nothing, because that's about how much respect for the law they have. As we already saw what happened at the council meeting, commissioner meeting for the LAPD today. The Scientology mother knew that it was a crime, knew that it was not okay to cover it up, knew that it was not okay to have it on computers, knew that it was a federal crime, knew that, she should have been calling law enforcement. But you know what? What is it, Jamie? Oh, yeah. If you get caught in their little game they're playing, that's when you, game over, you got caught. It's not any easier. It doesn't get literally any more simple than what's being stated here. So for anybody that goes, but they don't follow L. Ron Hubbard, L. Ron Hubbard told them that they invented the law. Let's go back.
Game. Life is a game, same as Monopoly or playing gin rummy. It doesn't have all that much reality to it, which means that you can pretty well do as you please. And one of the, my father always felt.
You know who got to do pretty well as he pleased? The man that was all over that write-up from that Scientology mom. He pretty much was doing whatever in the F he wanted. He did it all over the house. He did it all over the printers. He got caught and continued doing it. He was a law student studying the law. We're talking, this was a man that cannot claim, like us, the kids that grew up in Scientology, that were stuck from infancy inside, insulated in the hotel. That's the difference between this man. He was going to law school. They were paying $33,000 for him to go learn the law. So these people know the law. It's not a powder. Oh, like we didn't know the law. This woman knew about subpoenas. She knew about everything. She laid out all the facts on the table because that's how comfortable they are. But as we hear right here, only is a crime if you get caught. That's what they're getting off on.
That he was above the law because he had created the law. He created whatever rules, regulations, and laws that he flew by. There was only one sin in Scientology, which was repeated to me at least a few thousand times, which is getting caught.
Repeated for me a few thousand times. Getting caught. So there you have it, you guys. For anyone that had a question, for anyone that had a reservation, for anybody that was like, we still don't get it because it's been made very confusing. It has been made very confusing, and yet it isn't. L. Hubbard's own son said that his father thought he was about the law because he created the law. How delusional do you have to be to think that you created the law? Really ask yourselves that question. And then ask yourselves, why are Scientology parents deferring a man that could be that delusional to advise them on every single aspect of how to raise a child? Serge, seriously, if anyone has questions or needs clarification, your videos are the best place to go. You have broken it down too precisely. If there's any questions, the videos have the answers. Well, thank you, Witchy Woman. Yeah, I agree. I mean, we're dumbing it down, you guys. We're dumbing it the F down. So yeah, consider this a public service announcement. This is advocacy for all the kids in Scientology that are being told right now as 8-year-olds that they're disgusting, degraded beings, that their parents are giving themselves that level of entitlement because the convicted felon told them that they could be playing that as part of their game. So we're making it very clear distinction. We are drawing a line in the motherfucking sand. A line that, mind you, has always existed. This literal line in the sand has always existed. Kids and adults. This is a line that has always existed. Mind you, in Scientology, it gets blurred. Oh, everyone is a kid. Everyone's an adult. Everyone's an adult. Everyone's a kid. And just like that, then they go, oh, but we really invented the law ourselves, so we can never be caught because we're the ones in control. You're in control of what? Your own criminal racketeering machine of child abuse. So hopefully you're very, very proud of that. Hopefully you really, really put a lot of certificates that mean nothing. Certificates that were issued by underage kids that you recruited to be the supervisors of those adults paying to get those certificates. We're going to get very clear right now so that all manner of people that are playing dumb stop doing that. There's context to what we're saying. There's facts to what is getting exposed. And there's a barrier created by the people that are out there spinning the wheels of this hotel cult a la Rebecca Minkoff that's out there saying, oh my God, it's great, it's wonderful, it really worked out great for me. Well, glad that it worked out so great for you, Rebecca. Glad that you do have a raging success story to say about that for yourself. You were not in the Sea Org. You have been, climbing up the ladder, being given all manner of incentives to be where you are. So maybe double check on how glad you really should be to where you are, and maybe see if there's not some stuff that you should be looking into. Because again, if we don't look into it, then how in the hell does it get exposed? How in the hell does it get handled? How in the hell does it change? It's always like same shit, different air freshener. Well, now everybody has been advised. Per L. Ron Hubbard's own son, he took it upon himself to go to the Clearwater Council and tell him how out of his mind his father was. And then they all slipped from everyone's fingers because they all bought the fake pitch being spun by L. Ron Hubbard's most ardent lackeys, a la Mike Rinder, a la all the bunch of people that came and really said, oh, if you really look into what David did to the adults, you're really going to get somewhere. Joby, I know a little about Scientology, but I always knew it was abusive and seems very satanic. My friend lives off of Hollywood Boulevard, and she said they own Hollywood. Yeah, Joe. I mean, it's very unsafe place for kids. Let's put it that way. I don't even want to qualify as satanic. Like, these people move in their own level of chaos and dysfunction, and the terror they create for kids, and the fact that they all know that that terror is created, and the fact that, as Jamie just told us, L. Ron Hubbard's own son told us, this is a game for them. And the name of the game is don't get caught committing the crime. That's when you go, you lose. In the meantime, you'll have the entire hotel there helping you cover whatever in the hell. Because you know what? Turns out reality is not reality. Everything can be floated away for a tax write-off from Uncle Sam. There's incentives that are actually also playing out. So let it all sink in and start connecting dots. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.